the addendum to referendum 4B. Addendum? Addendum. Addendum to referendum 4B. Oh, wonderful. Addendum to referendum. Sounds like a Rolling Stones lyric. This doesn't make any sense. Addendum to referendum.
I'm sorry to bother you, sir.
Margaret, what do you want?
The man called and said that the heat should be fixed by tomorrow.
Oh, all right. With all these interruptions, I'm going to be very happy to get back to my office. What about my secretary?
Well, she also called and said that she still has the flu and doesn't think she ought to come over here.
Have you got any more good news?
The transportation commissioner is here.
No, that's not good news. You tell her I'm busy.
She says it's urgent, sir.
Oh, with her, everything is urgent. All right, let her in. Let's go. Here we go again.
Come in, please.
I know you didn't want to be interrupted at home, but this is crucial.
No problem. Hi.
It's the East Side Highway.
I know it's always the East Side Highway.
Something happened today, and I have to have an answer immediately.
What is it? What happened?
Well, you know that the city is invoking its right of eminent domain to obtain land for the East Side Highway.
Yeah, I knew that.
Well, finally, after 2 years, long years, we're ready to go, and then this had to happen.
What had to happen, Evelyn?
Oh, some old man showed up and made this claim. Read it. He said that he had his land deeded under the old land grant. Do you realize what that means?
No.
Well, that means any land deeded under the old land grant doesn't fall under the jurisdiction of the city charter.
So I don't know what that means.
Well, that means that with him, we can't invoke eminent domain. We can't build on his land.
Oh.
At least I think we can.
Okay, well, then I think it's a very simple situation. We'll just build a highway around his land.
Oh, that's impossible. It's smack with my blueprints in the middle of it. I can't make any deviation. It would cost a fortune.
Oh, well, how about the courts?
Oh, that would drag on forever. And the cost would go up? No. We'd find the highway would, it would double our cost, and what we could afford anyway.
Okay, well, what do you want me to do?
Well, that's what I'm here to ask you.
Well, I don't know No problem. I know somebody to call who can handle this. I mean, that's the expertise of my job here, is knowing exactly who to call to handle these things. Lee Baldwin, please. Well, this is the mayor. Huh? Oh, well, if he checks in, would you tell him to call me immediately? It is urgent. Thank you. Hey, Lee is a lawyer. He'll know how to handle all this.
I must have an answer by the end of the day. We could lose our funding, federal funding.
I don't know. There's nothing I can do. What do you expect me to do?
Well, there's something you can tell me. You're the mayor.
I know what I'll tell you. I've got it right now. Evelyn, I'll let you know as soon as I know anything.
Well, that's the best you can do.
Well, I'm afraid it is right now, dear. Just go on back to your office and always know that my door is open to you for any petty annoyance that you might come across. The mayor. Hi, Lee. Just calling you again.
When I called in, they said you wanted to see me, and since they said it was urgent, I took the liberty of stopping by.
Well, I'm very glad you did. I got something here that only you can handle.
Well, I'll try.
Evelyn Trumbull stopped by today.
Oh, our formidable transportation commissioner, huh?
Formidable is right. It's the East Side Highway again.
Her pet project.
Yeah, I wish the woman would get herself a cat. Well, apparently what's happening here is that there's a bunch of land in the middle of her blueprints where the highway goes through that some old guy owns, and this is a formal complaint. He claims that his deed somehow supersedes the city's ability to use eminent domain or something like that.
Does he say that he got the deed before the city charter was drawn up?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you that. I'm not explaining this very well.
No, it's all right. I get the picture.
It's just the only domain I know is my own, you know?
It's all right. You'll catch on to this in time. Well, it's all right. You tell Trumbull to go ahead with the highway. She needn't concern herself with the man's claim.
What about his deed?
Well, if it's true that the deed does predate the city charter, then, well, it's valueless. It would be like trying to cash in on Confederate money. It's worthless, Luke.
Wouldn't this guy know that?
Maybe he would, maybe he wouldn't. You see, every time a city tries to invoke eminent domain, someone tries to cash in on it, whether they deserve it or not.
You telling me that's it?
Yeah, that's all there is to it.
Okay, well, you're amazing. You just got that right off the top of your head, didn't you?
Wasn't a very difficult problem, really.
It was for me. I think you're incredible.
Well, no, wait, when you've been a lawyer as long as I have, you've been exposed to most of this stuff already.
I voted for the wrong man.
Oh, nonsense now.
Please, come on. I mean, you may be deputy mayor, but there's no doubt in anybody's mind that you're the one who's qualified for this job.
Hey. You can't know everything. Nobody can.
But this is not the kind of job you want to pick up as you go along.
Now, you're being too hard on yourself. Look, you got the problem solved, didn't you?
Yes, thanks to you.
Well, all right, so what are advisors for? That's what I'm for. Look, I think you should call her and tell her. I don't think she's the kind of woman who likes to be kept waiting.
No, I wouldn't say that. All right, thank you.
All right. You call me if you get another one of these.
You count on it. All right. Oh, man, Evelyn Trumbull. Eminent domain.
Your wife wanted me to let you know that she's home now.
Oh, great, Margaret.
And to tell you formal wear is required for dinner.
It is? Thank you, Margaret.